As producers, we don't make the best beats every single time, but there are some ways that you can avoid making another bad beat. In this video today, I'm going to show you 3 simple changes that you can make in your music production right now, today, right now, that will help you make the best beats every single time. Let's get into the video. What's up, producers? It's me, and they call me Heat. I'm a music producer of over 15 years, and on my channel here, I show producers how to make some of the best boom bap hip hop style beats. So even for me as a music producer, I've been doing this for over 15 years, and I still have times where I feel like the beat is whack, the beat is trash, it's not good. You know what I mean? The biggest part of this is it's a mindset thing. So we have to change our mind. We have to think differently about how we feel about drum sounds, how we feel about samples, how we feel about mixing. All these things, we have to have a different type of mindset in order to create the best every single time. Every beat is not gonna be the best, it's not gonna be the greatest. We're gonna feel like the beat is not that good, but somebody else will love it. But I have 3 simple things that I do or that I can show you that will help you be a better music producer, and not just a better music producer, but just how to make better beats every single time, no matter what you're cooking up. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is sound selection. And of course, sound selection doesn't necessarily just mean having the best kits, the best sounding kits, because if you know what you're doing, if you know how to EQ, you know how to compress, you know how to get the best sound out of whatever sound you're using. When I'm talking about sound selection in this video, I'm specifically speaking to the type of sounds that you choose to use in your beat. Like some sounds, they just don't work in the beat. Like some snares just don't work in that specific beat, or some kicks just won't work for that specific beat. So I want to show you how you can listen and kind of gather an idea of what sounds to use in your beat that you're making at that time. So I got a couple samples. I'm gonna play the first sample just so you can hear what it sounds like, and then I'll play the second sample. So I pitched it down 4 semitones. I went down 4 semitones. This is the second sample right here. I'm trying to figure out which one to use. I don't really know which one to go with yet. I kind of like this one. It's more soulful. So I'm probably going to rock with that one. So I'm going to do a little sample chopping here, figure out where I want to go. So I've got this sample chopped, the one that I want to use, and I think I'm gonna pitch it up 4 semitones. I went down 4 semitones, but I think I'm gonna pitch it up 4 semitones. So I'm gonna figure out a tempo real quick. I think I like to rock with, let's go with 180. Let's do 180. So it'll be like 90 BPM if you're doing single time. So after hearing how the sample actually sounds, we got to figure out what type of hi-hat or snare or kick would work with that. What sounds good with that? I wouldn't go with the normal 808 style hi-hat like this right here. It would work, but it just, for me, it just doesn't hit for me personally. And this is all, again, this is a mindset thing. When I'm working with samples, I like to use more dirtier, more full. And that's kind of even dope. I know how I want to do the pattern. I want to but this is kind of dope too. I'm going to just put this in here. But we want stuff like that. We want that. Still got a little bit of that grit on there. You got something like that. That's dope because it's a little bit more full to me, you know? So let's lay the hi-hat down. I kind of like the middle here. Now watch how I do what I do. Manipulating things. Too off. Let's take it. Let's pull it up a little bit. And then, like I said, you know, if you know how to mix, you know how to do these types of things, these extra steps, that will help you go a long way as well. Everything starts with, of course, quality sounds and high quality sounds, but it's always about picking the right sounds. So these are quality sounds because, I mean, you know, they can be used without a lot of EQ, things like that. But, you know, you still want to EQ, you still want to do those things to the sounds, but choosing the right sound is what's going to make your beat so much better. Even though you have a high quality kit, you can pick the wrong sounds from a high quality kit. I need a snare. What type of snare would go for this sample? Like, I don't really know. Let's listen to the sample a little bit and see what we got. So just listen to those chops there. I kind of feel like need more of a bright snare, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Ooh, nice and tight right there. I like that. Yeah, I think I like that snare. I'm gonna pitch this snare up though. Yeah, so it's gonna be like that. So it's a bright snare. It's got, you know, more of the high end on it, but it's still got a little bit of a punch to it too. Yeah, I put a little flam on there just to, you know, add a little flavor to it. We're moving along pretty good. Like, the hi-hat is good, the snare is good. We went through a couple of sounds to know that, okay, that doesn't work. That won't work with this type of sample. Again, when you choose the right sounds, it just moves everything along and the beat just sounds so much better. So now I need a kick. Let me go find a kick here. So really quick, if you are feeling what you're seeing so far, if this is valuable to you, and you have learned something so far that you can apply to your music production, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know you're feeling the video. Maybe leave a comment if you want, but most importantly, give the video a thumbs up for me, all right? And we know something like that probably wouldn't work with this sample right here. Okay, now for this, I would like to use that kick because it doesn't have so much bottom to it, because once I get to putting my bass on there, I have room for my bass. Yeah, I like that right there. I think that's dope. I don't even know if I want to quantize it. It sounds so good. Bring that hi-hat down a little bit. That vibe is nice. I like that vibe. Okay, so now hopefully you're getting what I'm getting at here. Hopefully you're understanding where I'm going. Even just going through the sample and just playing a couple chops while you're selecting your sounds, that's a good thing to do too, because you can actually go through your sounds, figure out, does that fit? If it doesn't sound good, find something else. Okay, I have an idea as to where I want to go with this, you know? Now we could keep it like this. We could stop here. We could be like, all right, you know, put a bass line, it's done. But unfortunately, to me, that's lazy drum programming. And that's the second thing that you want to change. What you could do is you can add extra things in, you know, percussion loops, you know, like little snare rolls, things like that. You could put extra things in to kind of give this drum beat, or this drum pattern, I should say, a different type of feeling, a different type of bounce by adding small little other elements in. So I got like this drum roll here, just something simple like that, and that's just something that can, you know, be added maybe at the turnaround or after a couple snares. Yeah, I like that. I like that right there. Now there's other things that we can do. Maybe find like some percussion loop or something that can go in the background as well. sometimes things are a bit too busy. You don't want to overcrowd it with busy sounds. You want things that will be subtle, that won't crowd up your mix. I would say no, but I don't know. It's kind of like I'm torn. It sounds good, but then it doesn't really sound that good. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. But I'll mute it for now. But that's something that you can add in, as an extra as well. I like that one. Okay, so we got the tambourines to kind of fit with the vibe. So the tambourines was a good vibe. Tambourines are always a good vibe to throw in beats. I don't care. That is something that is extra, for the drum programming as well. And then we can go add like an open hat or something. Yeah, I like that one right there. That one fits. That open hat fits very, very good. I like this. What we're trying to do is just make sure that we're, using the right sounds that match the beat, and also putting them in or creating variation through the drums, or adding extra little things to the drum programming to make it more exciting. I want to talk to you next about beat arrangement. I talk about this in my course, the Cooking That Boom Bap Masterclass. So when you're arranging your beat for an artist or just for anything, you want to ensure that your beat stays exciting, and you want it to kind of keep building up to do new things. Of course, when you're dealing with boom bap, a lot of the times you can't necessarily do, a lot of changes, or you can't add a lot of different things, and because you don't want to overcrowd it. The listener sometimes is going to be the artist. A lot of the times they write their verses based off of how the beat is feeling, and if the beat doesn't have much feeling, they're going to go to the next one. Every 4 bars you want to do something different, whether you're taking out the drums, taking out the snare, taking out the hi-hat, or you're shortening something up, or things like that, for the artist to know that, hey, something new is happening, something's about to change. For me, I would take this beat and I would give it a format. I would just copy everything over just a little bit, and I'm going to show you just a quick intro, verse, hook kind of format really quick here. I'll start this beat off with just a sample for the first 4, and then for the next, maybe bring in the tambourine. Let's see how that sounds. Maybe put like a drum fill in that last section. Yeah, keep it simple like that. Very, 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 very simple. The hook is where a lot of the excitement will be at. So everything comes in at the hook, everything's playing there. So let's see how that sounds. Now the hook, again, there's not really a lot that you can do to change that up or to make that different. The hook's just gonna be what it is for something like this. Going into like the verse section here, I took out the bass for the first 4 bars. Again, I can go put we'll put like a transition in here. That's super galactic. That's just going into the next 4. So letting someone know, hey, for this next 8 or 4 or whatever that may be, hey, something else is about to change. So you got an 8-bar hook, and then you got the first 8 bars of the verse. But the first 4, like I said, we took out the bass, added a little transition to bring it back in. Took out the kick there. you know, something like that. So these are just different things that you can do to kind of just, you know, make it a little bit more exciting. You can do small things that will just make it better. So after those 4 bars, we got the bass. Now we'll go to the next 4 bars here, and I don't know, we'll take out the tambourine. There it is. That's it. That's really it. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate music production, and that's one of the biggest things. That's why I talk about mindset and just changing how you think about your beats, how you think about sounds, how you think about your sound kit. That was just 3 simple changes that you can make in your music production to take things to a totally different level, whole new level, reach all new potential. So if you like what you saw today, if you're feeling, you know, the video today, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn more from me, like get in depth with this right here, boombapuniversity.com. We can do a one-on-one producer consultation if you want to learn about making money, how to monetize your craft, how to go more in depth of mixing, mastering your beats, things like that. Let's talk face to face, and I can give you that information without you having to sit here and wait for a video. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.